Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Hendrix. We're going to get into a different topic right now. We're going to talk about, we be covering the controversy and shit like that. But I want to talk about what Sheryl Swoopes, a clip of what Sheryl Swoopes said on Gil's Arena. Now, y'all know I'll be working graveyard, so a lot of the time I just be listening to shit in my headphones. I find myself listening to a lot of Gil's Arena because it's just like, it's a 2 hour stream. So I listen to it like right before I go to work. It makes the time go by faster. I haven't seen the Sheryl Swoopes episodes yet, but there was one clip going around where she was talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and what the expectations, what she thinks is going to happen when they get into the league. And I'm going to roll that clip now.
I think Angel will eventually be a good pro. I don't think Angel will come into the league immediately and dominate the way people think she will. And I say that for people who have never watched a WNBA game. It's good. Like there's talent. Like these women can play. And because there are very few roster spots. Like it's a real job. So people look at new players coming in, whether that's out of college, players who've been overseas, and they look at that and say, oh, you trying to come take my job. Like, nah, it's not going to be that easy. So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now? Immediately? Absolutely not. Not going to happen.
Okay. Not on the right team?
All right. Obviously, as most of you know, this stirred up a bunch of, I wouldn't say controversy, but it stirred up a lot of discussion and conversation. And now I think Sheryl Swoopes has self-influenced a hate campaign against her as if she wasn't her when she was playing. We don't have to disrespect Sheryl Swoopes to counter her argument, because here's the thing. It's not that I don't agree with her argument. It's the way she made her argument, which is the problem. And this is where I always tell people, friggin' language, the English language, the thing that we don't know very well, we have to be careful what we, like the words and what we say and how we say things, how we phrase things. Because what Sheryl Swoopes did in this clip, she said her opinion first, and then she spoke definitively. You get what I'm saying? When you say your opinion, when you say I think, you're basically saying I could be, like, here's my take, here's my argument, here's my opinion. By saying I think, you're also saying I could be wrong. This is what I think is going to happen. There could be wrong. When you speak definitively, when you say absolutely not, when you say not a chance, when you say never, that's when the controversy gets stirred in. This is where I disagree with what Sheryl Swoopes said. Actually, I agree with what she said. She said, I agree with the premise of what she was saying, or what she maybe thought she was trying to say. So let me look at it from, like, let me say I was on Gil's Arena. I'm talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. If out of those two players, who do I expect has a bigger chance of coming into the W and doing part of what they were doing in college? I'm going to say Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark is probably more pro ready than Angel Reese. I don't think Angel Reese is going to be a double machine out of college in the league, because if y'all remember when she went up against Aaliyah Boston, I'm not saying it like Aaliyah Boston is just a regular player. She wasn't moving Aaliyah Boston. She did not have a good game at all. And Aaliyah Boston was a future pro at the time. So Angel Reese, I don't think, is coming into the league and dominating. Who has a higher chance of, like, see how I said that though? I don't think, right? Meaning I could be wrong. Meaning Angel Reese could get drafted and come into the league averaging a double-double. I could be wrong. I didn't say Angel Reese does she come into the W and average a double-double? Absolutely not. No, I'm saying I think. Here's my opinion. Here's my argument. I could be wrong. I'm offering anyone to argue against me, right? But I believe Caitlin Clark is just more pro ready. I believe Caitlin Clark, I think if Indy was smart, I think Indy should give, if they do pick up Caitlin Clark and she doesn't stay another year, I think Indy would be smart to give Caitlin Clark the ultimate green light. Let her pull from half. Let her pull from the timeline. Let her do exactly what she's doing in college, because that would probably help your team any freaking way. It's not like she doesn't facilitate. It's not like she can't pass. I went to her game when she was at College Park. She was a diamond. Hannah Stuelke just dropped 47 points. A lot of that came from Caitlin. Caitlin Clark had 15 assists that game. A lot of that came from Caitlin. It's not like she can't pass. It's not like she can't facilitate. So it's crazy that Sheryl Swoopes has to take that. Is Caitlin Clark going to come in and dominate the same way she's doing in college? Absolutely not. Okay. You made it definitive. You made that statement definitive. You said that statement definitively, meaning there's no chance she does that. Controversial, because there is a chance that she does that. It might not be a big chance, but there is a chance that maybe she does come into the league and she does put up 30 and she does average, I don't know what her average is right now, but 8-10 assists. Because if you're looking at Indy's makeup, the more space you have around Aaliyah Boston, she can't get doubled. You can't double Nalissa Smith either, because Nalissa Smith has a nice mid-range jumper. AB's on the block by herself. If you all notice, AB was moving people out of her way easy last season. So to say that, oh, there's no chance that these players dominate, it's just not smart language usage. That's all it is. I don't think it's Sheryl Swoopes hating on anything like that. I believe Sheryl Swoopes was basically saying there's going to be a grace period, or it's going to be a different type of game. Sure. I don't know what the chances of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese coming in and not just them, but these players coming in and being instant impacts just like that. It's rare that happens. And one example I could think of is maybe Sabrina. Obviously, she got injured her rookie year, and then she was battling injury her second year. But when she settled, she was going crazy, and she was going crazy last season as well. Maybe her teammate, her Oregon teammate, Satu Sabli, is a better example. So Satu came in, she was doing her thing a little bit, but it was just last season that she really popped off. So yes, there's going to be an adjustment period for players like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, but to say that there's no chance that they come in and dominate, that's just not a smart way to say it. You get what I'm saying? That's not a smart way to articulate that, oh, there's probably going to be a grace period. They probably have to adjust to the league, the defense, the physicality, whatever. But in my opinion, if I had to bet money on who was going to come in and be more effective, or who's going to come in and probably be an instant impact, I'm putting my money on Caitlin Clark, because if she does go to Indy, the team is set up for her to do exactly what she's doing in college. And no one's talking about that, which is why Sheryl Swoopes confused me with that statement. I'm just like, there's no way you said this looking at the team makeup of Indiana. It's set up for her to take the reins from the jump. And if she's good with the ball, she has a good dribble, she has a good handle. If she has ball security, she can come in and average 30, at least 25, at least 6 assists. So, yeah, that's the only thing that confused me. You just can't. We have to be aware of when we're speaking definitively, because that always opens the channel for controversy. And maybe that's what people want, but I don't think Sheryl Swoopes was doing that on purpose. But again, now she has a hate campaign against her, and it's mostly her fault. I don't think it's right, but it's just mostly her fault. You gotta be aware of when you're speaking definitively and when you're offering your take, because if you say, oh, no chance, I can't be wrong, not in those words, but no chance, there's very little chance, or there's no chance at all that I'm wrong, then you're going to get pushback no matter what you're talking about. So those are my thoughts on Sheryl Swoopes' takes. She made a couple of other takes as well, but I'm not even going to go into that. I just wanted to tackle what she said about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. But that's going to do it for this video. If you all enjoyed it, you know what to do. Let me know what you all think in the comment section below. It's been your boy Hendrix. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Peace.